You guys want to see me ink something? Okay. What was that? Did you hear something there, Gino? Okay, I heard a cry for. I believe it sounded.
Shouting digital pizza party.
Yeah. Okay, so they want the pizza party. But first, you're gonna have to come over here to the animation desk because I'm actually gonna ink something the way things are going to be inked when I go over the actual layouts. Once the drawings are completely refined and tied down, we're gonna have to go over with a marker. And this is how the work that you see in the 3 minute animated pilot for Nexus. Here comes a hound dog here. We can stand her. She's not crazy. She's not a puppy anymore. Where was I? So yeah, the actual drawings you see from that 3 minute pilot you see on YouTube was actually inked by some girl from Warner Brothers with one of these pens that I'll be showing you over here. The same one that she used. I got to tell you, I'm so critical of what people do, but this girl, when she showed me what she did, I just about dropped my jaw. I have never seen such craftsmanship, such flawless craftsmanship. When you redraw things, when you put a clean sheet of paper over a drawing, that's about as easy as blowing up a photo and trying to render it to perfection, like our friend Stu did. It is anything but easy. So let's go over here and see how I do. Maybe I can do half as good as the girl that we saw working over at Warner Brothers. So here we go, people. This is a drawing I did of Sandra Peel, my favorite girl. And I started, now you can see this is all in pencil. Well, until there comes a day when the camera can really pick up pencil lines, which is like a billion years in the future, if not AI can figure that out. You've got to go over it with a dense line, a black line to make everything very clear. It's the same thing that inkers used to do back in the old days. They would go over the acetate with a pen line. And these people were remarkably talented. These aren't things, I just leave these things in pencil right here to the event that we can actually hire someone to do these like that girl did for me on my pilot. But I'm just for the hell of it, and because I think you guys, I'm told you guys like to see me ink. We're just going to go for it out here. So let's take this. This is a brush sign pen made in Japan. It used to be a joke. It is no longer. And we're going to fill this in with a marker, okay? You must relax. You must relax, Steve. And just sit back. This is a futuristic bikini here, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to be ordering in the near future when we start putting the clothesline together for Nexus fine clothing wear. These sign pins are wonderful. But honestly, there are people that can do this better than I can. The art of inking cells is as delicate as inking the art of inking comic book drawings. And this thick and thin ability of this marker is perfect for the needs of what I want. This is Sandra Peel in her bathing suit, her two-piece. Who wants to take this animal's place here? Because you worthless dick. All right. Anyway, getting back to reality here. Are you going to keep doing that or not? Are you or not? I'm waiting for an answer. There's my answer. We scared her off. Good for us. The hardest thing about these kind of drawings is they have to be symmetrical. And you can't make a mistake. Don't you love telling artists that? By the way, you can't make a mistake. Okay, so Sandra Peel is done there. Let's do the other Sandra Peel right here. This was taken from a photo from Playboy, I think. Every guy's favorite men's magazine, until we found out that Hefner was a monster. Not good for PR. Probably good that he's gone. When I get done with this, I will erase the pencil lines. This is very delicate stuff. Make no mistake about that. This is anything but easy. I'm trying to translate fairly exactly the drawing that I drew here, and not and not mess it up. Dick, what are you doing? You'll definitely not move my head. See how the eye's pointing down there? You can actually black that in and still get the point across that she's looking the way she is. We'll feather in some of her eyebrows there because she is a blonde. She's blonde all over. Standard pretty girl ear. The hair, long sweeping line, made up of thick and thin. Already did this line here, so we're going to have to do this line right here. Let's see if we can pull it off. Even the most fit girl have a little bit of a tummy thing going on there. Bosoms are a little big. All in a day's work, people. And the bottom is very much going to have a certain contour. When you lie on a flat surface, this is going to be flat, okay? Look at the dude going to town there. Not that he's all warmed up. A little modification going on at the same time. Some areas, I remember Doug Wiley always telling me about it. He wanted to put more blacks in Johnny Quest, but they just didn't have the time. Likely story. There's stories where Doug would tell me that he would say to his assistant, shut the door. We're going to add some blacks to some of these things right here. Imagine having to go through that crap when you're the guy in charge. I'm not going to follow this exactly right here. I'm going to kind of reorganize it in a way that feels right to me. So she's on some kind of flat rock there. And that's the way, I like it. So there's sun for peel. When I erase this stuff, I'm going to find out how good or bad of a job I did right here. A little bit of underbelly for the bosom. People say you can't do little feathering and stuff on these animated things. That's a bunch of crap, especially if these are still shots. And even if they aren't, big deal. This is a comic book adaptation into animation. It's got to look like a comic book. So there you have it, people. My version of inking with Sunny Sundra Peel. The most beautiful girl in the universe until I met Gino. A couple dots for good luck. Dot, 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 dot. Each one of these represents good luck. So there you go. Look, I hate to break it, you guys, but that's going to wrap it up for this week here. Okay, we're going back to real life here. Here's the latest Nexus drawing that I did right here. Okay, this is going to be a pan shot. I'm going to extend this paper to way down there, so the camera's going to pan over and see some bad guy getting blasted. See, justice in comic books always comes through. Well, my friends, I will leave you with the poster that may still, in fact, adorn the area when we have success with a Nexus cartoon show. Not a movie like it's mentioned on the HB placard here. It's going to be something big, and probably as big as this when if we ever get it off the ground. So work hard, okay? Study, get your sketchbook out, learn the things you don't want to learn, and then you'll be set for life. And do that for the next 40 years. I'll see you next week. Take care. Now you notice here that we got a big pool in our backyard. The kind of thing I used to dream about when I was a kid in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And there was only one pool in somebody's backyard. It was about this big. It fit about 1,000 kids. And believe me, we all took advantage of it. But finally, life as we want it. Now with a few $1 billion more, I can do it myself. This is called bullheart paddling backwards. this is blowhard paddling forward. Let's get one of the blowhards in here. Come on, whip it. This is the bosom stroke. See, the dude here is an expert swimmer because I took 5 billion years of swimming when I was a little kid. Note the form, take notes. The dude, like Clint Eastwood, is an expert swimmer. Give him that thing in my way. This is the American Fall. Kirby had one of these pools in his backyard. That's why he moved to LA. And he kept fit just through swimming. Now, wouldn't you want to be here with at a pool party with a dude? Remember, if you raise enough money, we're going to have a digital pizza party. And if we really get rich, some of you guys are going to be invited over here to have a barbecue in our backyard. Don't forget the root beer. I prefer the brands that are not commercially available because they are superior. And this is how I enjoy my day after a long day of drawing with a pencil, inking with a brush, or using paint to get all over my hands. Study the form carefully, and you too can do it in the privacy of your own pool.